was about the sort of large global central bank. No, I don't think that we're there yet. So,
thank you. So I just want to be clear on
can you say who you are?
I'm sorry, Howard Schneider with the Washington Post. You say that Italy's problem is one of credibility. Is it your expectation or hope that the dispatch of IMF people to Italy soon will, on its own, help sort of bring down the 6.5% rates they're paying right now?
It's one of the probably best ways to have an independent view substantiated by long-term expertise to verify that promised measures are actually implemented. We've done that in many, many cases around the world, under programs, under bilateral negotiated arrangements with countries. We do it with our independence, which I'm very keen on. We do it on our own, even if we were to work in parallel with, for instance, the Commission that does that review work also, pursuant to the agreement that they entered into on October 27th. But the IMF does it on its own, under its responsibility, and it's the IMF credit that is also a little bit on the line in the way in which we assess the reality of the implementation. And we will be guided by that aspiration to good quality, independent, third-party expert review. Okay, lady back there.
Thank you very much. Leslie Rawton from Reuters. I just want to pick up what Howard said. What will be the IMF's goalposts when it is actually verifying what Italy is doing? I mean, whose goalposts are you measuring it against?
What? Gold pass?
The goalpost. What is your vision? Goalposts.
I do synchronized swimming, dear. I don't play football. You'll have to find another analogy for me.
How will the IMF exactly verify that Italy is keeping to plan? Is this according to the measures that it's? I mean, and will it publish what it finds? I mean, there are countries that the IMF has monitored that has never published what it says.
I'm happy to read for you the communiqué, because it's a point that was very important to me, because I don't want to be dispatching a team of experts who are going to spend time reviewing the adequacy between the 15 pages commitment of Italy to the Euro partners and actual implementation. That is, vote of bills in Parliament, implementation regulations and decrees when necessary, and implementation. And I think that it says very specifically, if I can find the sentence for you, it refers specifically to public quarterly report. So it will be published. Okay, 2 more questions, and then I have been a lot in your corner, Okay, gentleman up there.
Thank you. Peter Spiegel from the Financial Times. Can I get back to the question from our Chinese colleague about the trust fund that is being explored? One of the discussions that we were in Brussels was whether non-EU countries would be able to contribute in some ways to help out Europe. It seems like this trust fund would be the vehicle for that. In your discussions here over the last 2 days, have you had any feedback from China, from some of the other current account surplus countries, whether they're interested in participating in such a trust fund or in another vehicle to help out Europe, the Eurozone?
My mission is to serve the entire membership, the 187. So I have to be mindful of everybody's requests and everybody's situation and everybody's needs, which is why the precautionary liquidity line is intended for the crisis bystanders, those that would find themselves in liquidity shortage or crisis and need access to a liquidity line for a short period of time. That's just to give you an example. I'm not trying to evade the question. What I'm here to do as well is to provide the structure, the vehicle, the media on which, not the media in your sense, but the support from which members, donors, creditors, when they are nations, governments, want to engage their funding. And as I said, there are several vehicles: the general resources, the administered account, and the trust fund, which is a bit of a separate vehicle under the auspices of the fund. It will be for members to decide exactly how they want to do it, whether they want to do it, how much they want to put in it. As far as I'm concerned, from an IMF point of view, the statement that there will be the appropriate level of resources so that I can continue to play my systemic role is what really matters most to me. The rest is going to be relationship between parties, really. Okay, last question to the lady behind you. The nice lady with a white turtleneck collar, right there. Thank you.
Hello, Mariam Namazi from Bloomberg Television. I know that you said that you have received willingness from your members that there will be support for your resources. So you've said there's no specifics, but there's no limit, there's no ceiling. But do you expect to get solid commitments from emerging market countries? I know you touched on this, but I wanted to follow up. Solid commitments from the likes of Russia, China?
I'll read you the sentence because that's what really matters at the end of the day. It's the words and the commitments that they stand for. We will ensure the IMF continues to have resources to play its systemic role to the benefit of its whole membership, building on the substantial resources we have already mobilized since London 2009, and so on and so forth.
When do you think we might get something more
It
specific?
is a commitment by the 20 members to provide the level of resources that is necessary and adequate so that the fund can play its systemic role. No cap, no floor, no limitation. It will be a factor of what is needed for me to continue to do what they have asked me to do: surveillance, support, lending when necessary.
When will you know what's
Thank
needed?
you very much.
No.